while speaking with then host of Access Hollywood, Billy Bush, now right before he was about to make a cameo on a soap opera. Watch this.
I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it. I did try. She was married.
Huge news, Sarah.
She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where there's some nice furniture. I took out furniture. I moved on her like a but I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony and she's totally changed her look. I'm going to use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just, I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the I can do anything.
Now, after the tape was released, Donald Trump put out a statement. It read, quote, "This was locker room banter, a private conversation that took place many years ago. Bill Clinton has said far worse to me on the golf course, not even close, but I apologize if anyone was offended." Joining us now tonight with reaction, Fox News contributor Monica Crowley, the host of Justice, Judge Jeanine Pirro. All right. Nobody's going to defend this. You can't defend it is wrong, it is inappropriate, it is outrageous. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. Here's it, and you know what it is? It is locker room. Sound like a lot of braggadocio. Paul Ryan pulled out. Reince Priebus said no woman should ever be described in these terms. Mitt Romney, of course. Jeb Bush, of course. Senator Flake, of course. And you don't make excuses. When you think something's wrong, it's wrong. Here is where we get into, I think, a very important question in this campaign right now. Because the media, by and large, and people in the media, and people out in the public, they don't know about Juanita Broderick, who claims she was raped. They don't know about Kathleen Willey, who claims she was groped and grabbed and fondled and kissed against her will. They don't know that Paul Jones was paid an $850,000 settlement because then Arkansas Attorney General Bill Clinton exposed himself, which is beyond perverted. And when Hillary tweeted out tonight, "This is horrific, we cannot allow this man to become president," I tweeted back, well, why selective moral outrage? Where were you when Juanita spoke out, and Kathleen spoke out, and Paula spoke out? Now, I know some people in the audience are going to say, Hannity, you're defending Trump. No, I think what he said is outrageous, inappropriate, wrong, and demeaning even.
Well, you know, he apologized.
He did.
And that was the right thing to do. It is offensive, it is insulting, it is demeaning, all that language. But here's the thing, Sean.
Wait, here's the thing. He said words.
That's where I'm going.
But Clinton's
he not only
actions.
said words, she has done things that were illegal and that she now, and I think the Department
Well, let's stay on this topic, though. Let's start.
Okay, he gets off the bus. The proof is in the pudding. For all that banter between two high schoolers on a bus, he gets off the bus for this woman who's so gorgeous. He gives her an air kiss. Nobody's grabbing anybody. Nobody's touching anybody. Nobody's oogling her.
It was locker room talk.
It was
Granted.
shameful 11 years ago. The man we was in entertainment. He was in theater. I don't excuse it. I think it's horrific. But when you juxtapose words against the actions of a woman who sold arms to ISIS, against the actions of a woman whose life was to destroy the women who were victimized
and nation building with Obama.
Yeah, those words were wrong and outrageous. I think we all agree here. Now, what he said was wrong. Now we had then President of the United States in the Oval Office with an intern, and oral sex was performed, and a cigar was used. Look, we're going to have this national discussion. Let's have it. I mean, whoa, I'm not holding back. And exposing himself to a woman and accused of rape by a woman and grabbing a woman, those were behaviors. Is there a double standard for Republicans that have standards and Democrats that have none, because they all defended Bill Clinton?
Of course, Sean. Of course, that's just a truism for any Republican running for any office ever. I knew watching that first presidential debate when Mrs. Clinton at the very end of the debate dumped the Miss Universe, Alicia Machado, on Donald Trump. I knew that that was the first salvo from her massive opposition research file against Donald Trump. And you know that this is the next one, and there are many, many more to come that she has against him. So here's the question. It's not what she's got against Donald Trump that they are selectively leaking now day by day. It's how Donald Trump is going to react to this.
I want to get to that in a second, but I want to stay focused
was appropriate,
here.
But he's going to pivot this around to what you're saying about actions versus words. And also in the next debate, Sean, Sunday night, if she raises this issue, He should say, you know what, this country has very serious problems. I understand you have to reach back 11 years to try to find something to smear me with, but the American people want concrete
But you see,
solutions
I think
to our
Hillary's
problems,
saying
and I'm
this.
here to
I think
offer
Hillary's
them.
saying this is horrific. We cannot allow this man to be president. Now, wait a minute. Hillary Clinton is quoted by one of her close friends as calling Monica Lewinsky, the intern, a narcissistic Looney Tune. The surrogates of the Clintons went out there and said, Paula Jones, you drag a dollar through a trailer park. A lot of horrible things were said here. So I guess my question is, I've interviewed, for example, Juanita, Kathleen, and Paula. Here's just two of these women. Let's watch this. You described the scene where he was biting on your lip, and then when it was all over, he was leaving. I said, you better put some ice on that.
Yeah, and casually put on his sunglasses and walked out the door. And I've told my friend who came back and found me that I was sitting there crying and so upset at the time. And I felt like that the next person would be somebody coming through the door to get rid of the body.
It was a terrible ordeal for me, and no woman should be subjected to it. It was an assault.
He assaulted you.
Yes.
He touched, grabbed, fondled, and kissed you against your will.
Yes.
Juanita once tweeted, I was 35 years old when Bill Clinton, Arkansas Attorney General, raped me. Hillary tried to silence me. I'm now 73. It never goes away. Now, okay, I'll sit here tonight and say
Hillary tried to silence her.
Inappropriate, wrong, locker talk, demeaning even. Are we now going to have a discussion as a nation? If we really care about the issue, the treatment of women, are we now going to have that discussion, which the media has never asked Hillary this campaign about Juanita? They never asked about Kathleen. They never asked about Monica, the narcissistic Looney Tune. They never asked about any of these are assaults except in the case of Monica Lewinsky. So if Hillary tweets this is horrific, we can't allow this man to become president, why did she sit silent when her husband was doing this in the White House?
Well, let's be really clear. Bill Clinton is not on the ballot. Mrs. Clinton is. It is not about Bill Clinton's infidelities. Very few people care
She's
whether
criticizing Donald Trump.
The question
She didn't
is
criticize her
about the
husband.
allegations of rape and sexual assault, not about adultery with Bill Clinton. And the question is, because Mrs. Clinton is on the ballot, what was her role in smearing and destroying the women,
Silencing
who were involved
and
with her
intimidating
husband and or accused
women.
him of these serious crimes? That's the question. So if she wants to raise the women's issue, that's how
If
Donald
what
Trump should
Donald
answer.
Trump said is wrong, and we're agreeing he said what he said is wrong, was it wrong for her to refer to Monica Lewinsky?
It
as a
was not that
narcissistic
wrong.
Looney Tune?
Pete, she called them bimbos, all of them.
Two
She
men
had her
talking.
own-
They do it all the
Yes, bimbo
time.
corruption. She had a team that was out to destroy them. There is a difference between the penal law, sexual assault, rape, and words that are not in effect doing anything to any other human being in
Let's
terms
take
of
this a step
touching.
further. There was a child rape victim.
The pedophile.
Hang on. Hillary Clinton, we have the tape of her long before she really got into the world of politics. She defended a man accused of raping a 12-year-old girl. She got the rapist off. What's interesting, we're about to play a tape where Hillary pretty much acknowledges she thought the guy was guilty. And listen how he took a lie detector test and passed. It forever, changed my view that lie detector tests work. And laughs afterwards. Now we're going to have this really important discussion about Donald Trump's comments. Will the media now also show outrage over all these things up to this point in this campaign, 32 days out, that they've ignored about the other candidate? It's all been out there. You may be seeing this for the first time.
This is horrific.
This guy was used to break the 12. He took a lie detector test. I haven't been positive. Which he passed. Which forever destroyed my faith in politics. How did it turn out? Oh, he played already. He got it off. There was time served in the county jail. Then the county jail about 2 months.
Wow.
The 12-year-old girl in this case, Hillary Clinton
She has a
called
name, by
her-
the way. Kathy Shelton is her name.
All right. Kathy Shelton now doesn't, realizes that not only did Hillary ruin her life, but Hillary accused this 12-year-old girl of seeking out the company of men like the rapist. She said she was emotionally unstable, and there was absolutely no evidence to support that. She trashed the victim early in her career. That is the course that she has taken throughout her life.
Clinton
so she can
accused
pursue
her of
ambitions.
seeking out older men, but the comment about the lie detector test, she knows he's guilty.
Right.
Look, Mrs. Clinton enabled an accused rapist in this case and an alleged rapist in her husband. And we're talking about something Donald Trump said
Locker
laughing
room
with
talk.
another guy 11 years
Locker
ago.
room talk.
You know what, Sean? Russia today essentially threatened the United States with World War III with nuclear weapons, and we're talking about something Donald Trump was joking about 11 years ago.
Exactly.
This country has serious problems.
Exactly.
We need to focus on
So
that.
does the media. Listen, the media needs to be indicted here because they're all into the tape. They want to play it again and again and again. Has anybody in the media played that Kathy Shelton tape but me?
I have, but I've
We
never
should be
heard
talking
anyone
about
else do it.
Russia.
But here's the bottom line: we now know what she said to Wall Street. The Wall Street, they're the best people to
Listen,
reform Wall
I need
Street.
12
Open
hours to do
trade.
tonight's show. I can't get it all in.
Doors.
I only have an hour. And by the way, it irritates some people that I have one. All right, guys, good to see you. And coming up, we're going to continue to monitor Hurricane Matthew.